tapestry of life love weaves, a thread so strong it never leaves, binding hearts and souls as one. In its warmth we find the sun. When the world seems torn apart, love will mend each broken heart. In the silence, in the storm, love keeps us safe and keeps us warm. Every moment, every day, love's the compass, shows the way. In the trials and the peace, love won't cease. In its bond our fears release. Love above all the perfect change. In its embrace we break the pain. In its grace our spirits rise. Love's the light that never dies. When the path is hard to find, love's the guide that's always kind. In our actions, in our care, love is there. Every moment, everywhere. In the quiet and the roar, love's the key, the open door. In our hearts it makes its home. Love has grown wherever we may roam. Through the highs and through the lows, love's the light that always shows. In every heart, in every song, love is strong, guides us where we all belong. Love above all the perfect change. In its embrace we break the pain. In its grace our spirits rise. Love's the light that never dies. In the calm and in the strife, love's the guide throughout our life. With hearts renewed we journey on. Love is strong, guides us where we all belong. Love above all the perfect change. In its embrace we break the pain. In its grace our spirits rise. Love's the light that never dies. In the calm and in the strife, love's the guide throughout our life. With hearts renewed we journey on. Love is strong, guides us where we all belong.
Love is the thread that holds us tight, a bond so pure, a guiding light. In every heart it finds a place, finds its grace. In its warmth we find our space. In the chaos and the calm, love's the song, the soothing balm. When we stumble, when we stray, love will stay. It will guide us on our way. In every gesture, in every word, love's the truth that's always heard. Through the storm and through the grace, love's embrace brings us to a sacred place. Above all, love's the perfect time, lifting us up to the sky. In its strength, we find our ground. In this grace we're truly found. When the night feels long and cold, love's the story that's been told. In each heart, in every soul, love makes whole. It's the truth we all extol. Every day, in every way, love will light our path and stay. In the quiet and the roar, love restores, guides us to our core. In every moment, in every test, Love's the answer that we bless. Through the joy and through the pain, love remains. In its light we are sustained. Above all, love's the perfect time, lifting us up to the sky. In its strength we find our ground, in its grace we're truly found. In the calm and in the storm, love's the guide that keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In love we found our song. Love's the guide that keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In love we found our song.
Love is patient, love is kind. It's a treasure that we find in every trial, through the pain. Love remains, it breaks the chain. In the moments of our strife, love will guide us through our life. When we falter, when we fall, love will rise, it conquers all. In the quiet and the roar, love's the answer we adore. With every heartbeat, every prayer, love is constant, always there. Love endures, it never fades. Through the storms and through the shades, in its light we find our way. Love is here to stay. Love is gentle, never proud. It's the whisper in the crowd. In every gesture, every word, love is felt, it's truly heard. Every moment, every day, love will lead us come what may. In our hearts it makes its home. Love is where we roam. Through the trials, through the grace, love reflects upon our face. In every challenge and every fight, love remains our guiding light. Love endures, it never fades. Through the trials and the shades, in its embrace we find our peace. Love will never cease. In the calm and in the storm, love will keep us safe and warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In love we found our song. It never fades. Through the trials and the shades, in its embrace we find our peace. Love will never cease. In the calm and in the storm, love will keep us safe and warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In love we found our song. Love is kind, it's a treasure that we find in every trial, through the binds, it breaks the chain.
When the world feels heavy and dim, and the path seems hard to find, there's a light that leads us through, a love that's always kind. In the darkest night we find a promise of a guiding light. Through the troubles and the pain, hope remains and love sustains. In the trials that we face, grace is there to embrace. With each step we find our way in the light of a new day. When we're weary and we fall, there's a strength to lift us all. In our weakness we are strong, love and grace will carry on. Feels too long and our spirits start to fade, there's a promise of renewal in the peace that He has made. Every burden, every tear finds its place in a gentle care. In the silence and the storm, we are held, we are reborn. Through the shadows, through the night, there's a love that's shining bright. With each breath we find our grace in the warmth of a loving embrace. When the road seems lost and cold, there's a truth we can behold. In the moments of despair, hope and love for a loving embrace. When the road seems lost and cold, there's a truth we can behold. In the moments of despair, hope and love for a love is there. There's a strength to lift us all. In our weakness we are strong, love and grace will carry on. When we're weary and we fall, there's a strength to lift us all. In our weakness we are strong, love and grace will carry on. When we're weary and we fall, there's a strength to lift us all. In our weakness we are strong, love and grace will carry on. In the stillness of the heart, God's love brings a fresh start. A light that shines in darkest night, His love's guiding us to what is right. When the storms of life prevail, His love is there and it never fails. In the whispers and the roar, His love more than we've ever known before. In His grace we find our peace, a love that gives and won't cease. In every moment, every breath, His love that fills us with the holy rest. God's love, a river wide, love inside. In its flow we safely ride, through the valleys, through the heights, endless light. His love guides us through the nights. In the laughter and the pain, God's love is is our refrain, a melody that never ends. His love sends hope and joy, it transcends. When the morning and the eve, God's love is what we believe. In the quiet, in the noise, His love's voice gives our hearts the greatest joy. In His arms we find our home, a love that's written in stone. In every heartbeat, every prayer, His love's there, guiding us with gentle care. God's love, a river wide, love inside. In its flow we safely ride, through the valleys, through the heights, endless light. His love guides us through the nights, in the calm and in the storm. God's love is what we believe. In the quiet, in the noise, His love's voice gives our hearts the greatest joys. In His love we find our home. God's love, a river wide, love inside. In its flow we safely ride, through the valleys, through the heights, endless light. His love guides us through the nights, in the laughter and the pain. God's love is our refrain. In its flow we safely ride, through the valleys, through the heights, endless light. Endless light. In the whisper of the breeze, God's love puts our hearts at ease. A gentle touch that mends the soul. His love fills the void and makes us whole. When our paths are hard to see, His love is there, it sets us free. In the silence and the strife, His love's light guides us through the storms of life. In His grace we find our way, a love that's new every day. In every moment, every breath, His love's death gives us to that conquers death. God's love, a boundless sea, in its waves we find we're free. Through the trials, through the pain, love remains. His love cleanses every stain. In the dawn and in the dusk, God's love is our trust. A light that shines when all seems lost. His love's cost, paid in full, it's never crossed. In the highs and in the lows, God's love is the one that knows. In the joy and in the tears, His love clears all our doubts and all our fears. In His heart we find our peace, a love that will never cease. In every heartbeat, every prayer, His love's there, guides us with a gentle care. God's love, a boundless sea, in its waves we find we're free. Through the trials, through the pain, love remains. His love cleanses every stain. In the calm and in the lows, God's love keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we carry on. In His love we found our song. God's love, a boundless sea, endless. In His ways we find we're free. Through the trials, through the pain, love remains. His love cleanses every stain. In the calm and in the lows, God's love keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we carry on. In His love we found our song.
In the heart of every soul, love's the force that makes us whole. A bond that's pure and ever true, guide us through. In its light we're born anew. When the world feels torn and frayed, love's the shelter, love's the shade. In the chaos and the peace, love's release brings us calm and sweet release. In each moment love's the call, binding us no matter fall. In our hearts, in every space, love's embrace guides us to a sacred place. Above all, a perfect bond so strong, guides us where we all belong. In His grace we find our way. Love will lead us every day through the trials and the cheer. Love's the voice we long to hear. In our actions, in our care, love is there every moment, everywhere. Feels torn and frayed, love's the shelter, love's the shade. In the chaos and the peace, love's release brings us calm and sweet release. In each moment love's the call, love's the gentle healing balm. In every challenge, in every grace, love's embrace we find our sacred place. Above all, a perfect bond so strong, guides us where we all belong. In His grace we find our way. Love will lead us every day through the trials and the cheer. Love's the voice we long to hear. In our actions, in our care, love is there every moment, everywhere. Love a calm and through the calm, love's the gentle healing balm. In every challenge, in every grace, love's embrace we find our sacred place. Love above all, a perfect bond, bond so strong, guides us where we all belong. In its grace we find our way, find our way. Love will lead us every day, love every day. Love above all, a perfect bond, bond so strong, guides us where we all belong. Love will lead us every day through the trials and the cheer. Love's the voice we long to hear. In our actions, in our care, love is there every moment, everywhere. From the shore of the sea so wide, Peter's faith was tested by the tide. Called by Jesus, follow me, He set him free. In his heart a new destiny. In the tempest when he sank, Jesus reached out, pulled him blank. Through the doubts and through the fears, He dries the tears. In His grace He found His cheers. With a heart of stone He was made whole. In His love He found His role. He found His role. Through the highs and through the lows, in His love He truly knows. Peter walked upon the waves,
was sown in the garden when he slept. Jesus prayed and Peter wept. 3 denials in the night. He saw the light, yet his faith took flight. Every stumble, every fall, Jesus' love restored it all. From the fisherman to the rock, he took the knock. In his heart faith would unlock. With each trial he learned to stand. He followed Christ's command. He followed Christ's command. In every challenge grace was shown. Grace was shown. Peter's faith, the beacon strong, guiding us through right and wrong. In his story we find our way. Find our way. In his love we choose to stay. If each journey all can see, follow Christ's command. He followed Christ's command. In every challenge grace was shown. Grace was shown. Peter's faith, the beacon strong, guiding us through right and wrong. In his story we find our way. Find our way. In his love we choose to stay. In his journey all can see how Jesus' love made him be. With hearts renewed we journey on. In his faith we found our song.
In the shadow of the olive trees, John the beloved found his peace. By the waters, close to the shore, Jesus' friend, his heart was open evermore. At the Last Supper he reclined. Jesus' love was intertwined. With a whisper, with a touch, he loved so much. In his heart a love so clutch. With a heart so true and kind, it was close in love entwined. In love entwined. Through the trials, through the years, in his eyes no more fears. John saw the glory, pure and bright. Glory bright. Walking with Jesus in the light. In his writings, love is shown. Love is shown. In his heart it's overblown. On the Isle of Patmos in the night, revelation came with a holy light. Visions of the future and the end. Jesus' friend, in his faith he did transcend. At the Last Supper he reclined. Jesus' love was the theme. In the letters, in the grace, he found his place. In his love he found his space. With each chapter, with each page, John's faith was all the rage. John's faith was all the rage. In every moment love displayed. John's love, a guiding star, leading us from near and far. In his message, grace we find, grace we find. In his love we're intertwined. In his journey we can see love so free. How Jesus' love set him free. With hearts renewed, with good we follow on, follow on. In his faith we found our song. John's love, a guiding star, leading us from near and far. In his message, grace we find, grace we find. In his love we're intertwined. In his journey we can see love so free. How Jesus' love set him free. With hearts renewed we follow on, follow on. In his faith we found our song. I lift my eyes up to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord above, Creator's love, the maker of the earth and skies. He will not let your foot be moved. He watches over you. He who keeps you will not sleep. Always keep in his care, his promise is true. In his shadow we find rest, his love the safest nest. In every trial, every fear, always keep in his care, his promise is true. In his shadow we find rest, in his love the safest nest. In every trial, every fear, his love near guides us through, always clear. God's love, our constant guide by our side. In his arms we safely hide. Through the day and through the night, his love's light shines on us so pure and bright. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He watches over your life. The sun will not harm you by day, nor moon's ray. Under his wings you're safe from strife. The Lord will guard your coming and going now and forevermore. From this time forth and even evermore, his love's core, in his peace our spirits soar. In his watch we find our peace, his care will never cease. In every heartbeat, every breath, his love's depth keeps us safe from life to death. God's love, our constant guide by our side. In his arms we safely hide. Through the day and through the night, his love's light shines on us so pure and bright. In the calm and in the storm, God's love keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In his love we found our song. In the quiet of the night, a star so bright, came the one who calms the storm and brings the light. In his name we find a gentle grace, Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace in every place. When the world is filled with fear, he's the whisper that we hear. In the chaos and the strife, our guide brings us comfort, brings us life. In his love we find our rest, the perfect peace, the endless best. In every trial, in every storm, his embrace keeps us safe and keeps us warm. Jesus, the Prince of Peace, peace so pure. In your light we find our cure. Through the darkness, through the night, you bring light, you guide us with your holy might. In his presence hearts are healed, every wound, every shield. With a touch he mends the pain, Jesus reigns, brings us peace through every rain. When our hearts are lost and cold, he's the whisper that we hear. In the chaos and the strife, our guide brings us comfort, brings us life. In his arms we find our calm, the soothing balm, the perfect psalm. In every moment, every prayer, love so rare, he's the peace we always share. Jesus, the Prince of Peace, peace so pure. In your light we find our cure. Through the darkness, through the night, you bring light, you guide us with your holy might. In the calm and in the storm, you're the guide that keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In your peace we found our song. In the calm and in the storm, you're the guide that keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In your peace we